Hello everybody, welcome to Oghuspective Year One, and in this video I want to talk about the good experiences I've had with this channel. So there are some small rules to this. Number one, the most important one I think, I must have played the game in this year. It doesn't matter if it was released this year or not, I must have played it here. And this year doesn't mean 2020, it means my first year of having this channel. Which brings me to rule number two. What does mean I played it this year? Well, I must have a good grasp of a game. So for example, the video you are seeing right now, that game I have not finished yet. So I will not talk about it. Finishing will mean usually I played through the main story. And I haven't with that one. Also, I haven't with other ones, and I will link those down below. So you can watch that if you want. Please consider that any other game I played past this point also isn't part of this course, right? So, only one game per franchise is a very common known rule. I will go with it too, but it's more of a soft rule. And if I break it, I will tell you why. But now, without further ado, let's start with our first one. Number 11. So, on my pick for number 11 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 remake. A nice little action game, which I really liked, although the story is a bit dime a dozen, I have to say. On the plus side, good, nice, easy, platinum trophy, and the trophy hunter, that really matters. I choose it over its brethren, the 2016 remaster, because it wasn't as padded out at the time. The 2016 one seemed to be quite padded out, which is okay since it is an older game and that's how things were back then. Number 10. On this spot I put Batman Arkham City. I'm a really big fan of the Batman Arkham franchise, I really am, but somehow I don't know, maybe I was a little bit burned out because I just 100%ed Asylum before I had my channel, and I also 100%ed Arkham City already, so maybe it was just that. I don't know what it is about it that I just don't feel it as much as with the others, but well, that's how it is. Nonetheless, I love the Arkham franchises, and I do think Arkham City is at least the second best, if not the best game in this franchise, and I can only tell you to try it. There are so many ways to play it nowadays, so go for it. Number 9. On the spot is Judgment. Well, I really love the Oghupower Studios games, which kinda surprising because just a couple years back didn't, but well, you change, tastes change, so why not your tasting games too? I really liked it. I don't think the characters were as memorable as with the mainline Yakuza series until this point, but I think they really have another sleeper hit maybe here, and that they could develop even more, even greater. Also, I think it was very ballsy of them, to be honest, to take new characters into the old world. Still, it's a good game, not as much of a memorable experience for me personally, but I hope you guys like it, and I can only imagine that anybody playing it will have some fun. Number 8. Titanfall 2. Well, let's talk about an underappreciated game, right? I think a lot of people know about how great this game is, that it didn't sell too well and stuff, but anything else I can say? Yeah, it sold poorly. I think by now more people know about it than did then. I think it has a night short campaign with very good gameplay mechanics. Also BT 7274, if I remember correctly, his number code, is a very lovable sidekick. Really nice one. It hits all the right buttons. Yeah, it's a bit time a dozen maybe at times, but it's a great game, especially the gameplay is so smooth and awesome and great, and check it out. Number 7. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, other people know me, they might be like, oh, isn't Assassin's Creed Odyssey, well, not Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but the Assassin's Creed franchise one of your most beloved franchises of all time? And yes, it is. I don't really know why, but it just shook out here. I think the main problem is just that I'm a bit exhausted of the franchise, which might be the reason why it's so low. I love Greek, I love the gameplay, I think the graphics are phenomenal, I really enjoyed playing it, but 100%ing it. It's over 200 episodes long, I think I'm just exhausted as you guys, so please give me a break and still play this game. It's great and awesome. Number 6. Red Dead Redemption 2. Now this game is a masterpiece, no doubt about it. Beautiful, great storytelling, good gameplays too. I mean, well, sometimes it's a bit quirky, but it's a so big and large game with so much stuff to do. Great characters, it's just great. Why is it only on Play 6 then? Well, I think there are two things to consider here. One, all the things that were rumors or heard about, well, rumored, all the facts about how Rockstar treated the personal. Just don't like that. That's always something that's in the back of my mind. And number 2, I'm just not the biggest fan of Westerners. Someone who loves Westerners, I think this might be their game of year, the creation, maybe the greatest of all time. And I can see that, I really can. Just I'm not the biggest Westerner. I think that's the only reason why it's only on spot 6. Number 5. The remake of Doom from 2016 was brilliant. They took everything that made the franchise great, cranked it up a notch, and made it whole new. Really, I really enjoyed this game a lot more than I thought I would. It's fast, it's gory as heck, so brutal, and really there is this catchphrase, rip and tear, and I think since the new Doom means something. I mean, you have to give it to them. You must be able to do this. Well, the reason why I put Doom 2016 over Doom Eternal is whereas Doom Eternal really go even farther and did even more, there are two things where I think I like the original Doom from 2016 a bit more. One is, I think everything is story related. I know story in the Doom game, but still I just liked it a bit more. I felt a bit more immersed in all of it. And the second thing is, whereas most of the things they did with Doom Eternal were improvements, the environmental puzzles aren't. Just didn't like them. And well, there are also the Marauders, sons of, yeah. But still, really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Both of them, to be honest, so go out and play them. Number 4. Middle-earth Shadow of War. When I made this list, this was one of the surprises to me, because I thought it would be much lower than it is right now. Then I was thinking about like, but I was having so much time. Okay, crank it up a notch. Then I was thinking, the gameplay was so good. I mean, yeah, it's a combination of Assassin's Creed and Batman Arkham series, which I like both for the gameplay, so okay, crank it up a notch. The story was good too, nothing great, don't get me wrong here, but it was more than serviceable, really, it was nice. And then there was this DLC, the first one being like, okay, a bit more of what we've seen already and stuff, but the second one really grabbed me and in its story, but also how they changed the mechanics up, and now here we are. I can only say, if you like these kind of games, play it. Really great. Number 3. And now we're in for the top 3. Here sits Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And I think that this game on this place and the next one are the most surprising, even to me. This was the second game I started on this channel, and it shows, as you can see from the footage, quite old. But there is something about it that still makes me want to go back to this day. It's a good story, it has good gameplay, it has a great sound. It also, I haven't seen The Mandalorian yet, so this is the first good thing coming out of Star Wars in a while for me, not like the last trilogy of films. And I am a Star Wars fan, so there is some magic, and I think Respawn Entertainment really catched that and did something with it, something new. Also, It's a bit of a harder game, yeah. I don't see why people call it the Dark Souls of Star Wars. No, it's not that hard, guys. Yeah, it's similar at times in the way it behaves, and it's not like The Force Unleashed or anything where it just blow through enemies. Still, it's a great game, a beautiful game. I loved every second of it, and I'm still to this day thinking about going back again, maybe making like a New Game Plus or something. We will see. Number 2. Stellaris and all of its DLCs, or expansions, if you want to call them. Well, I know this might be like the odd child in the room since it's a strategy game and I have only action games on this list, but I like and love strategy games. And this one is very special to me since, for one, it was the first video I ever made was a Stellaris 1 play. I also did 2 runs, which will also tell you how much I liked it. And also, Stellaris is one of the games I still watch to this day, other people playing and try to be better, and I'm always thinking about what to do next for myself. Just don't have the time to start another playthrough since there are so many great games out there. But I will do another one. I really love and enjoy this game and all of its DLCs, and I think it gets better and better and better. Also, kudos Paradox for making this game accessible, really accessible, on a freaking controller. I mean, think about it. This is not just a strategy game, it's a grand strategy. Very complex, many menus, many button presses. And they did this for a controller in a really good way. Don't get me wrong, mouse and keyboard will win this one, without any doubt. But they managed a really great thing here. And for that, kudos. And if you like strategy games, try out Stellaris. It's a complex one. I really advise watching some videos about it first, otherwise you might be very lost. But give it a try. Number 1. And here it is, my top pick of my year 1 of Oghupower. And I don't know if this is much of a surprise for you guys, but it is Ghost of Tsushima. I love this game. It's beautiful in its art style and its graphics. Its sound is incredible. Its gameplay is great. I think really some of the greatest things I've seen. It just pulls me in. I wanna play it so much and all the time. Yes, there are some minor nitpicky things. I still think that the diamond in the rough saying I said, well, I wanna change it a bit. I think I was a bit exhausted by the game. There are some things I can say about this game which are not the best. Like for example, the pathfinding. Not the way you go from A to B, but the climbing stuff. Please, Sucker Punch, do something about it. But other than such small things, I really think this game is incredible. I really hope they will bring something new to the table with it. Make maybe a second part or story DLC or whatever. I mean, think about it. Not only did they did this incredible single player game, but then they brought us Legends. Ghost of Tsushima Legends, I think, which is a multiplayer mode. And that one is incredible too, and so beautiful. So, Sucker Punch, thank you. This is, up until now, even my game of the year of 2020. There are only a couple which might win that one, but I don't know yet. But as for year 1 of Oghupower, it has to be Ghost of Tsushima. This was also the only thing I knew when I started doing this little show. The only thing I knew, Ghost of Tsushima had to be on top. I didn't even know how many games I would put in here. First I wanted to have 7, but I knew Ghost of Tsushima had to be number 1. How much I love this game. And I can only advise any person out there, try it. Please try it. If you don't like it, okay, but please try it out. It's that great. So, and this wraps up the Oghuspective Year One. I hope you liked what you've seen. If you want, please discuss down in the comments below and watch the other video as well that I did, where we'll talk about other stuff. And yeah, it's 2 videos. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share all of the jazz. Helps the channel grow, makes your Oghu happy. Please enjoy, it's all about the fun and games, and I hope I see you guys soon in the next episode of Oghupower. Bye bye!